if I had to tell you, this is basically like Windex on windows, or like putting a slinky, like a full body slinky on them all the time.
Fallon Taylor,
little lady with a great challenge in front of her. This is Flo.
Baby Flo. She wins the world championship and the winner's circle for that cowgirl.
Fallon Taylor will win. She's riding an amazing horse out of Baby Flo.
One of the babies for Baby Flo. Well, you need a new leader. Good job, Miss Fallon. Good job.
I think we get like 95% of our questions on social media about how do the horses look so pretty all the time. And I would say the 99% of what makes a horse really pretty is nutrition and cleanliness. I'm judging you if you have Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce on your vanity in your bedroom, and I see it in the background of your picture with laundry stacked up to your waist. I'm judging you. I could say I'm not. I'm judging you so hard. Or like when you see those like me just cleaning up around the house videos after a week with the kids, and it's like the most hoarder situation you've ever seen. I'm judging. Cleanliness is free, and my mom always said, Fallon, it just takes a little bit of elbow grease. I would say 99% of what we do to make these horses look really pretty is cleanliness. Clean water buckets. I actually got criticism for the water buckets because my horses won't drink out of a dirty water bucket. Like, they'll just go on strike. So we have had to stop scrubbing them so hard because a lot of my horses, if they got hay in their bucket or anything, they kind of quit. They got a little prima donna-y about the water. So I got criticism from a trainer that took some of my horses that was like, your horses won't drink out of a bucket that's like anything less than something I would take a drink out of, which, like, kudos, but a little unrealistic if they're on the road. So anyway, this trailer, we did a makeover in the barn, which the barn is gorgeous and I'm so grateful for it. It didn't need a makeover, but we did something just therapeutically for the horses. But this trailer has a rubber flooring that's sealed, and so your horses can pee and whatever else, and it just goes straight through. You don't need shavings in here. We put shavings in here because Mojo is a prima donna and he won't pee if it splashes on his legs. I've done this to myself. So we will put shavings down in here for Mojo and Puma right now. And then we'll show you how we get them ready for on the road to stay like beautifully perfect. Also, the other part to keeping a horse looking really, really great is nutrition. We just don't feed them any junk food, no candy, no gross stuff. So I think that nutrition is just, to me, like a fuzzy, lackluster horse is like a person with acne. I think they're battling the same things, which is it typically starts in the gut, and you can see a horse from far away. And if you've battled with acne or anything like that, you know how, like, God, you have to restructure your entire life to be able to get that problem combated. So we know it's probably parasitic. We know it's in the gut. We know all of those things. And so that's where we start. Let's walk through the barn and show you what the horses look like pre-groom. They are all very shiny. And again, that's just nutrition and cleanliness. Like, for instance, look at Flo Money. That's no grooming, no bath, nothing. Let's go look at Hush Money. She was sweaty yesterday. No grooming, no bath.
Look, lady, I can't see, lady.
If you are a disbeliever of the forage diet, this should be convincing enough. Here's Mojo. He's even got poop on him. So, again, 99% comes down to your routine and your nutrition. But we did a reno in the barn, and again, it didn't need to be renoed. But if you guys see these stall mats and you see how few shavings we use, you may be inclined to judge us. So here's a dirty stall, and this is like going to be more shavings than we actually need in the future. And we will sweep this whole thing out with a shop broom and sweep it outside because we got stall mattresses, and I'm so excited. These are like squishy. Think like standing mat in a warehouse, like those rubber standing mats for people that have to stand on concrete all day. These are phenomenal. I am so excited. And based on TikTok, you know, there's a lot of TikTok trainers, but they all want to know, when is the horse going to see hard surfaces? Or, you know, is this too much give for their joints? It's squishy, but it's not crazy squishy. These, whoa! This is all girl. When it's not muddy, this is open, so it goes out to a sandy lot. And then, of course, when they walk out the stall, it's onto cement. So, plenty of times. I was on TikTok like laughs in pro rodeo competitor.
Like,
They're gonna
trust
see
me,
plenty of hard ground.
like the trailer ride is enough hard
Yeah.
services.
Let's get her groomed and ready, pre-trailer routine. You can see she has all this poop on her everywhere, which I think is gonna be more common with us using less shaving. Use shampoo once a week. So I've already used shampoo on her once a week, or once this week. So I am just gonna rinse with water because shampoo can really dry out your horse's hair coat, and the whole process of the hair coat, which we learned from our show horse friend / driver Alex, is keeping the oil on the coat. So yeah, just water. Water and high pressure. And doesn't it like drive you nuts when you watch somebody else wash a horse? Because you're like, my OCD would wash it a different way. I feel that. As you're watching this, I feel your criticism. With love. And one thing about me, girl, is I gotta have that white. It makes me crazy. Like, I might apply some shampoo to that because it's gonna make me absolutely crazy.
That's what I love about Mojo. He doesn't have white.
No
You
white.
don't have to worry
yeah.
about it.
But you see how in shower mode you can't get the poop off? So you can just pre-soak. But you're not gonna get that poop. Cool. I'm watching John Gotti in the arena because Andre is riding over here right now. So if you're wondering about like juvenile things with the horses and you watch that, it's happening behind the scenes right now. I did miss one thing that Alex does. Belconis, the driver. Oh, her mane's a little gross. He flips the mane and washes.
Underside.
He washes the underside of the mane first.
And he also brushes it like that too.
Yeah, he brushes it back and forth. So this is that pink oil stuff. You know I'm a non-toxic girly, and this has some fragrance in it, so it's not my favorite, and I will find a replacement, but for now, this is what we're using. And I'm just going over the whole body. And with this stuff, it's not slippery because it's basically just putting oil back in. I did buy organic cold press jojoba oil, and I'm gonna try that and see if it doesn't do the same thing, because we do take a rag, and I'll show you. We do take a rag and go over their whole body. But again, that hot oil that I bought just from the feed store has fragrance in it for no reason. And endocrine disruptors like fragrance are a big deal to us because 1, longevity, and 2, I have to touch it. 3, we're breeding these mares. So I don't want anything to disrupt their fertility at all whatsoever, or longevity. All right. Okay. So just a terry towel. We buy these in bulk on Amazon. And come in here, I'll show you what we do. All right, we crank this as hot as we possibly can get it. I was using this horse hot oil treatment, but again, horse products just don't have to list the ingredients, and I don't love that. So I researched and found that the base of this ingredient is probably jojoba. So I bought this so that it would be chemical free and fragrance free and phthalate free and all the things. And if you haven't done your research on that, do it, because you might just say, oh, I'm just spraying it on a horse. But if I'm spraying it on a horse, that means I'm touching it and I'm breathing it in. And my son is too. And anyway, a lot of life experience with dealing with the long-term effects of those types of things. So we just try our best to avoid them. So as hot of water as we possibly can get. And I'm gonna do like 5 or 6 pumps of this and just get it on my rag. Let's go wipe her down. You can Google this. It's called hot clothing. And we take a bucket and we do this every night to every horse in the barn. And if I had to tell you, this is basically like Windex on windows, or like putting a slinky, like a full body slinky on them all the time. This is the magic sauce. And I'll do her face line.
Presses the hair down. Like,
Yeah.
Look at that.
It's like glass.
I'm gonna insert that picture of Flow Money.
Oh yeah. Because this is just, and we do this every night. Cody and I go through the barn with a hot bucket of water and 2 rags. And we just rock and roll. And then last, Puma hates her face being done, which is why you guys have seen me avoid it this whole time. Sweet girl. Anyway, the very mistreated. And see, then I can rub it into my hands, and now I won't maybe have the worst barrel racer hands in history. Barrel racer hands scare me. Just so we all know. And I kind of have them.
I need to be better about putting
So I
sunscreen on
just,
just my
like-
hands. Because I wear long sleeves so much, where I'm just like, I just need to put sunscreen on my hands.
There's one last step. We will cover her up in a fly sheet. I'm gonna go stand her in her stall in front of a big loud fan so that she will start to dry a little bit, and then we'll get loaded on the road. The tea on fly sheets, we made our own. And I'm very excited about that, but they're not here yet. So I'm gonna throw this other brand on her, but when you guys see our fly sheets and all of our fly protection, I'm so excited. Hope this is big enough. She's such a big lady. It's a little snug, but it'll work. Tie you up here, lady, under your fan. Okay, I'm gonna go practice Spanish with Julio and tell him about the new sauce.
Okay, we are all loaded up. We're gonna head to Clovis, and I hope you guys loved that grooming routine, because that is like, you know, we love making the horses look pretty. We also like doing it in a way that is quick and efficient, because I'm a business owner and a mama, and we got stuff to do, so these horses gotta look spot on all the time, but at the same time, it's got to be doable for us. So I hope you guys love that. We've been really prioritizing that with our horses. We feel like they just love feeling beautiful. We feel like they just love the extra pampering of going through every night with the hot cloth and like wiping them down like a hot towel in first class. We just feel like it just gives them a little extra zhuzh. So I hope you guys loved it. Wish us luck in Clovis. We are so excited to be running, and we have many more rodeos. So be sure to subscribe to this channel, like, comment below, especially what you think about the stall mattresses, because I'm so excited. You guys, as always, don't forget to count your blessings, stay consistent, and say thank you to Jesus. See you next time.